Hi everybody, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to do another look with the Colourpop new palette, Smokin' Hot. I've already did one look with it, but I like to do at least two so that I can really, let you know what I really, think about it. And I've actually played with it off, camera too. And what do I think about it? Well, I think that you probably already have this in your collection. But I think that if you have a small collection, these and you're trying to stay in an affordable category, these kind of palettes here by Colourpop are perfect. I mean, you've got the Stone Cold Fox, you've got the Bare Necessities. I mean, there's what, 9 or 10 of them now, all about hue or something like that. You've got color, you got your cool tones. Now you have a the warm tone, you have a neutral. So you have if you want to keep your collection but yet having a variety, that kind of gives you everything, you know what I mean? So I do think there is a nice, and the formula's good. Let's not forget that, because with that said, there's Morphe palettes, you could get. There's other brands that do this, but they don't do it like Colourpop. I mean, I have high end and I have drugstore, I have mid grade, and I do like Colourpop. I really do. I like the formula. I like the packaging. I like their collabs. When I think of collabs, Colourpop usually nails it, just like Glamlight usually nails collabs. So I do think that it is valuable. Do I need this palette? No, not really. Not with the collection that I have. And is this something I will reach back into? If I go to warm tones, I'm really into cooler tones right now. But if I wanted a warm tone, yeah, I would. But technically my favorite is either the Stone Cold Fox or the pinkier one. Something rose, maybe. I can't think of it off the top of my head. There's so many. But let's get started so that, I can at least show you a second look. And I just got makeup all over me somehow. I have no idea how I did that one, but I did. What did I hit? I must have hit something. Anywho, the first shade we're going to go into is Heat Wave, which is this one right here. And like I said, I like these palettes for the sheer fact of you have so many different ways you can go about these color stories. And they make sense. Even from a beginner's point of view, they make sense to me. And that is sometimes hard for me because, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's get real. I don't. I kind of guess. But I don't have to really guess that hard when it comes to Colourpop's palettes. They kind of make it easy for you, And that's what I like about them. And of course the formula, you're done in one, And I mean, tools matter when it comes to a lot of things, but I mean, there you go. That's Colourpop. And I'm using a Sephora brush, so, not that I'm saying that my refer brushes wouldn't do the same thing, but I'm just saying. The next shade we're going to go into is Hot in Here. And I actually like this shade. It's like a red, like a brick. And I kind of wasn't expecting it, to be honest. But I do think these palettes are very valuable, especially if you're starting out in makeup, because it's good quality. So you're learning, you don't want to spend a lot of money on a palette if you're learning technically, because you don't want to mess up a palette, you know what I mean, if it's a good one. But yet you have to kind of practice to learn how to do it, And Colourpop is it. It's you know, affordable for the most part. And I say for the most part because, you know, somebody else may say no, it's not affordable, you know. But to me it is affordable. And it's a good quality to learn how to do makeup for the most part. Granted, I'm still learning, and I've moved on, and there's other formulas I like better, but I will say that when I was first, you know, starting in makeup, just playing with it, really getting reintroduced to it, because, you know, I'm older. I was in my 40s before I really got back into makeup again. It was nice to be able to learn or play and get familiar with makeup again, I guess, in a way. It's not like riding a bike, but yet it is. And I'm never going to be a makeup artist or anything like that. Like, I'm well aware. I just want to be able to do my own makeup, you know? And Colourpop, you can do that. You can. You may have to practice a lot. A lot. But in the end, you'll get it. I mean, I'm still learning. Look at these cheeks. Look at them. A little bit too much, I think. But I will say the Dior, this one here, I mean, I like the rosewood and the pink and the coral, but this cherry, my goodness, is it beautiful. And the packaging, gorgeous. And again, even with Colourpop, when it comes to blushes, their powder blushes, some are better than others. But again, no matter what you do purchase, whatever kind, they're still decent to learn with, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking the shade Chai Latte under the lower lash line. But yeah, I mean, whatever you decide to purchase, I think it's worth it. From Colourpop, it's just a question of, do you need it? And I will say they're not as repetitive as like Morphe was with their shadows, but they still kind of are a little bit repetitive. But not nearly as bad. You can see where they were going. And I mean, you can't really go wrong. I'm sorry, you just can't go wrong with Colourpop shadows. And really, besides the blush, my makeup turned out pretty good today. And I'll tone down that blush, don't worry. I won't leave it like that all day. I do have to go out. Okay, now we're going to go into the shade. So far I've used this one, then this one, and then I use this one. Now we're going to go into this one here. And I'm going to, not spraying it. Now you could spray it to get more, you know, oomph. But I'm going to start to pack it right on the inner portion and start to take it in. But I have enjoyed using this palette. Is this my favorite? No, because of the color story. But formula-wise, it's pretty good. No complaints. Blends nicely together. It builds nicely. I didn't get any fallout, although I am going fairly slow and patting and stuff. But all in all, the looks that I have created, I have liked. and found no issue with. So, to me, that's a win. Okay, now we're going to go into the shade Extreme Heat, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to put that on the outer portion of the lid. And bring it in a little, just to keep some depth out there. You don't have to, but I like depth. I like having that darker outer corner for some reason. Whether it be a matte or a shimmer, it don't matter to me. Or a metallic, as long as it's dark. Okay, and then we'll go back into that shade Fire Sign. I don't even think I said the shade of that. I just used it. Alright, I gotta blend them two together though. Okay, looks good. Now I'm going to use the shade Sahara, this one right here, for the inner corner. Just to brighten it up. Oh, I have a gnat. That will drive me insane. I will say today I use my Makeup Reboot foundation and I am almost out of it, which means I am reordering more because I really do like that foundation and it looks quite nice. The shade matched everything. I really like this foundation. Again, the blush, it can definitely be toned down. And of course the highlighter. I may have could have put a different highlighter, but you know. All in all, in the end it looks fine. We're going to go back into Chai Latte, which I used on the lower lash line, and we're going to line the top lash line with it. Because y'all know that I used brown mascara today. Like, this look just screams brown. And then we're going to do the YSL Lash Clash in the brown, which I'm actually coming around on. At first I wasn't so sure because I do like the Better Than Sex chocolate, the color of that one, but this one is starting to wear on me a little bit. All right, let's darken up under the lash line just a little bit more. I think it needs just a tad. Oh, my daughter, you all. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but man, she's got a cough. And it's like as soon as she gets rid of it, it comes right back. All right. I think I got it. The same depth, I think. You gotta love that. We're gonna go back into Hot in here, that reddish color that I used. Yeah. And just blend through the crease here a little bit with those shades. Have it all come together. And like I said, warm tones just haven't been my thing for a little while. It used to be. But not so much now for whatever the reason. I'm sure it's like ebbs and flows. It'll come back. But I'm going to use the Tarte Fake Away eyeliner. I finally got it back. Nice sharp pencil. But I used up one whole one already. But anyway, you could use Colourpop came out, well, they've had these anyway, but they came out with a set of them for this collection with one that kind of matches this color anyway. Hey Dude, I think is what it's called. And it's a good one. But since this is sitting here, why not? And I really do like the Tarte one. And then we're even going to curl these lashes today. We're going all out for this look. And I'm using my Surratt eyelash curler. And then the YSL, we're going to put that on the top and the bottom lashes. And like I said, I do like the Lash Clash in the black, but the brown's kind of stealing my heart too. I'd like to see Gucci come out with a brown in theirs because their black's one of my favorites too. But not many have a brown. They'll have like a black brown, which pretty much looks black. I am still got it. I'm going to try the Dior brown whenever I run out of either this or the Too Faced one, because those are the three I know about, and see which one I like better. I like the way my eyelashes look with this mascara, but I like the color of the Too Faced mascara. barely putting it on the bottom lashes. And then we are done. Did you all get this palette, just out of curiosity? Did you like it? Is this your color story? Like, I've got questions. I need answers. Because sometimes I feel like I'm missing something, and then other times I don't feel like that. Like, I did at first feel like that with this one. I'm missing something. But then when I went and actually looked at all the other palettes, I thought, okay, this was needed in a sense for this brand, for these palettes, you know? But at the same time, I'm almost like, man, if they keep doing these bigger palettes, there's going to be no need to buy littler palettes because every color is going to be in one of these palettes. So unless you're just wanting to like have it to, because it's in a palette altogether yourself, you know, there's not going to be a need because you can just pull these palettes out and use them to create whatever color story they come out with. And I'm pretty much thinking they're almost there with that, to be honest with you. Are both eyes the same? I feel like something's different. And I don't know what is different, but something is different with these eyes. I don't know if I'm missing something. I did everything right? Yeah. Okay. It's like I'm making sure that I did both eyes the same because I'm like, something's looking a little different here, but no, I guess not. I used all the same colors because I've done that before. Not paying attention. I've dipped in and put it on and not even known. Alright. So I think that it turned out really nice. And again, if you're into warm browns, rich browns that lean red to orange, this is your palette. For sure. And to be honest, it's really pretty. It really is. And when you compare it to your other ones you have, if you have these, I have them all. But if you lay them all out and look at them, they all do bring something different to the table, which is nice. I like that about Colourpop. So, but that's all I have for you today. I can now put this one away. I will say I will pull this one back out. Now, I just recently did a Scooby-Doo, the second one. I won't pull that back out. I know that. I did forget to mention with Scooby-Doo, though, I do love their lip duo. The scrub and the, that would be the other thing that would have been worth purchasing in that collection, just so you know. I think I may have put it in the description even, because I left that completely out of that video. But some of these palettes are just nostalgia, or I like the brand and I want to support it, but that don't mean I want you all to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to lead you on going, oh, it's the best just because I purchased it, because that's not the case. If anything, learn from me, because I'm a fool and I will buy anything. Like, I am bad about it. I'll be like, ooh, that's pretty, that's shiny, I need that. No, I don't. I'm never going to wear it, and I know that, but I still do it. Tell me why I'm still buying heels. I'm still even wearing them. And there's no need to. I'm not there. It's senseless. I can't even walk in them. I really can't. Like, there's so many things I need to get rid of. And from clothes to shoes to knickknacks, I just need to, you know. But will I? No, because they're pretty to look at. Or maybe one day I will. That day ain't ever gonna come. I know that deep down, but My goodness, I'll keep it till the day I die. I said my kids are going to have time. Can you imagine my 4 children, okay, when my day comes, having to go through all this makeup? Especially my 2 boys. You know they're going to sit there and go, she spent how much on that palette? And how many of them palettes does she have? Are you kidding me? Because let's just think about this, okay? Pat McGrath, $129 a palette. Or that's what it was when I bought them. There's 10 of them. Let that soak in. Now, I didn't buy them all at once, mind you, but still yet, that's a pretty penny. Then you add all the little palettes in at what, $69? And I have how many of them? Almost 20? Yeah. Let it sink in. That's crazy. I'm nuts. I told you, don't do what I do. That's why I like to show you without editing or fancy lighting what these things do, so that you can make the best decision that you can possibly make. Because Lord forbid there's any fool out there like me. Because you shouldn't do it. Save your money. Use your money wisely. Don't be like me. But this is a pretty look. It turned out nice, did it not? That's what it is. I see now. This eye is brighter. That didn't come out as bright. Hold up. Hold up. We need to make these eyes right. What is going on? Why is that not showing up brighter? Is that better? That's better. Now I can see it. I was like, something just isn't right here. Again, if you use your fingers with these, they spray even, and they're so much more prettier. But I can't use my fingers because I'm sloppy and I make a mess every time. And B, I don't want to spray because I want you to see how they act, you know, just on their own. Although I'm starting to think that I might as well just spray, because I don't know many people that wouldn't. You know what I mean? If they're not going to use their finger, they're going to spray their brush. So, anyway. Alright, now we're done. Final look, using the palette. So, it's up to you. If this is your color story, you won't regret it. If you're a fool like me and collect these for what purpose we'll never know, and that we will never use in the course of our lifetimes, it's good. But, you know, take that with a grain of salt when I say something. Just watch how it performs from a beginner's point of view, and then make an informed decision. Because sometimes you'll see the palettes don't perform at all, and I still purchase them, and I still don't regret them because of whatever the reason. And sometimes they don't perform well at all, and it's not my fault. It's, you know, the palette, or it is my fault because I don't know what I'm doing, type of thing, you know. I think I repeated myself twice. Did that make sense? I don't know. I'm going to let you go because I've wasted enough of your time, and I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that we're notified when I upload every day but Sunday, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.